Another edition of Trash Talk. Brandon's here. Stuart's here. We're ready to go. How you all
Tuesday.
feeling?
It's Tuesday. Don't forget, every Tuesday, 8 a.m., we'll be back with Trash Talk.
Every Tuesday. It's like the most important thing to do prior to Hump Day.
That's true.
Uh, to prepare you for Hump Day. Tune in on Tuesday mornings. And the beauty of it is, just in case you're sick or you're out of town or whatever, you can go to almost any platform that there is out there afterwards and just click on Trash Talk, and we're there.
We'll be there. YouTube, Facebook,
Yeah.
Anchor, Spotify, your website as well. And then any more too, obviously, but those are the core right there. So
Right. And in between that time, we're out in the trash dumps looking for new stuff. So if you have some good trash for us, just chime in. You can always send us a note and say, hey, listen, I got some trash for you.
absolutely. Yeah. Let us know.
We'll
We
send
love,
a truck. We'll send a truck over.
yeah, Stuart will show up in his car and get it for you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Got those WeatherTech liners in the back of the car, so if anything spills, I'm good to go.
Perfect.
That's a plug for WeatherTech there.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I'm marking it down.
yes, anything special going on, in your life?
Well, I mean, besides the obvious, hanging out and doing all that, but we got big stuff coming up. I don't know if you're aware of what special holiday is making its way to us right now.
Ooh,
Yes, yes, it is Halloween
we're
season.
getting ready for the big orange day.
We're not talking about Texas. We're talking about Halloween.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's the two things that happens on Halloween weekend is that Texas Longhorn fans got all their flags out and everybody else is carrying their pumpkins. And
Exactly.
speaking of that, there's been a lot of decorations out for Halloween. I'm really impressed. A lot of people have done a lot of really cool things with their pumpkins, with their decorations, and some are getting very, very high tech. The ones with the blow up, 12-foot high things that are waving around there in the wind. And have you ever seen blue pumpkins?
So no, not well. Now I have. I saw a purple one the other day.
Yeah, yeah, they have them for sale. There's some
Yeah,
places where, like some of the nurseries where you go to buy your garden supplies and all. They've got pumpkins, and traditionally the old orange pumpkin is it's still there, but
standard.
they've got pumpkins in all shades, and I'm trying to figure out whether those are grown that way or they're sprayed or what. Haven't
I
quite
don't
figured
know.
that out.
No, because I've seen him too, and part of me wants to get one. I mean, I'm old school, so we got the orange, obviously, but I wanted to get one just to be different. And I was looking at it, and I'll be honest with you, my first instinct said they sprayed it or painted it, but now I can't tell if they did it. They did such a good job, but there's no way that they grew a purple. I mean, I guess there's a way they could grow a purple pumpkin.
Well, if you look at gourds, the gourds that are available for Thanksgiving, and have come in all colors too. So maybe somebody's been out there, uh, cross
Hybrid.
crossbreeding pumpkins, because you go back to your high school days, and all if you mix a green pumpkin with a yellow pumpkin, you're going to get what, a blue pumpkin, or no, a blue pumpkin and a yellow pumpkin, you get a green
Green.
one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. But but does that work? I mean, like, I don't know. It's 2020. I don't think we should be crossbreeding anything right now.
No, no.
Stay away from science, please.
Right, right. Yeah, if you're going to waste your time, waste it on trying to find up with a COVID, serum or something.
Yeah, if I hear that they can't come out, if I hear that they came out with a purple pink polka dot pumpkin because science made it in a lab and they couldn't come up with a vaccine, I'm going to be upset.
Well, not only that, but I think we should investigate the scientist.
Yeah, apparently his priorities aren't straight.
Yeah, and I would also check the bag of candy that your kids come home with.
That's true. You're going to want to get that scanned.
Yeah,
But
because when you open up that chocolate candy bar, and it's not brown, I would raise a couple of questions there.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I mean, I love it, but even if it's 90 degrees out, it's still Halloween to me. And I tell you, that's the one complaint. I just wish it would stay cool.
Yeah, well, and I don't even know what the projections are, for here in Texas, whether it's supposed to be a mild day or a cool day. I mean, I agree with you. I think it's kind of fun even when it's cool enough that you can see your breath. Because I
Yes.
mean, if you're out walking around, you're getting some exercise and all, and so you're going to warm up naturally. But I agree, going out on an 85-degree evening for Halloween, makes about as much sense as wearing shorts to a football game.
Well, I do that too, but
Well,
I
here,
did
here,
that.
here we do. But having grown up in the Midwest, if
Yeah.
if you don't see your breath at a football game, it's not really
That's
a
right.
football game.
Yeah, unless you're going to a spring practice, that's it. Because you don't want to be showing up at East Lansing at Spartan Stadium in October in shorts.
Right, right.
Or Lambeau Field when I went to go see the Bears and the Packers play in November. No, no, you don't want to be in
Yeah,
shorts.
yeah. No, you want to have that big heavy coat on with the inside pockets for the flasks.
Oh, hey, you got to have flag. You line them up like ammunition, just right here.
Yes.
They used to
Yeah.
give us, not to get off topic, but that's what we do. They used to give us squares, carpet squares to go into Lambeau because it was so cold on the concrete that your feet, so you would stand on the carpet to give it that extra barrier.
Oh, okay. And then
Yeah.
you always look for a coat that had four inside pockets, one for each quarter.
Absolutely. Those old school starter jackets, they had all the pockets.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
that was a good time back then. By the time you got into the game, you were too drunk and you ate too much to care anyway. So,
That's
but
right.
no, I'm excited about Halloween. I've been watching all kinds of horror movies, melting my brain.
Well, it's your favorite holiday, isn't it?
It is. It is, man. I can't get enough of it.
I mean, and for a decoration, and now with Luke is how old now?
He's three.
He's
He's
three.
three.
So I think Luke has become the excuse for you to
Yes.
go out and still go trick or treating.
He is. He is. It's funny because last year he was Buzz Lightyear, so he was into it last year. He didn't really get it, but he was into it, and I was really impressed with him. This year he relates October to Halloween, and he's into it, man. He talks about it all the time. So
Well, he sees those pumpkins out there, and so he knows it's coming.
yeah, he does. Yeah, he helped me decorate, and we don't watch horror movies together, but yeah, he's helped me. So I'm excited, but there's still those. I'm still a little frustrated right now with Halloween this year. I think
Why is
it'll
that?
be great. I think everybody needs it. It's the candy supply at the store. I don't know if it's just me or I'm going to the wrong place. I see all the bags, but then I go to the bags and it's all kind of junk. It's all like, it's not the name brand top notch candy. It's like that stuff is gone and it's all like candy necklaces and wax things that nobody really wants. I don't know
And
what happened.
you're right. And if you go to the big box stores, there's like 250 pieces in a bag,
Yeah.
and you're looking through the cellophane and realizing that there's only about two or three of them in there that I really like, but you're going to end up keeping those and giving the rest of it away anyhow.
That's you're true. Well, and it's also too the price of it. I saw a bag of candy for $24. 24. I mean, it was a lot of pieces, but I'm sitting there thinking to myself, 20. I don't remember paying that just a couple years ago.
Right. And at that price, you're going to give it out one piece per person. You used to reach in there and just take a handful and and dump it in. You say, "Wait a minute! I just gave that kid $8 worth of candy."
Oh, I think I'm going to make them work for it. I'm going to make the.
Yeah,
You better have a good costume if you're going to get a piece of candy. Don't show up with
yeah.
a T-shirt on.
Yeah, here's some hedge trimmers. Would you just take a little bit off of the top of the hedges there, and then come back and I'll pay you in candy.
So that's a bounce back. We were talking about movies, and there's a platform out there. There's a streaming service for everything. There's a
Right.
streaming service dedicated to horror movies. Anything scary, anything remotely evil, they have it, and it's called Shudder. Okay, and I got it for the month of October. And I can't tell, I didn't even know how many horror movies there are out there. I am blown away I'm finding things that I shouldn't find. I don't know how somebody would want this all year round, because I got to be honest with you, by the end of October, I'm done. I need some happy Hallmark love story stuff.
And either that or on November 1st after Halloween, everywhere you go, you're looking over your shoulder. What was that? What was? Did you hear that?
I used to do
Calm
this.
down. It was Halloween, man.
It's over. I do this thing every year where I try to watch as many horror movies as I can in the 31 days. It's changed over time because of life and kids, all that, but I still do it. And I'll tell you what, there are times by the end of the season where I'm can't sleep. I'm sleeping with a light on.
Yes.
I just can't do it. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll find out what happens at the end of this year.
Are there favorite Halloween movies that you grew up with? Do you still like watching It's a Wonderful Life at Christmas time every year?
Yeah, so the Halloween equivalent of It's a Wonderful Life for me is the original Night of the Living Dead, the black and white version. I think it's awesome. I think it set the tone for all the zombie movies out there. Not to get gross, but we're going to. I mean, you're sitting in trash. So the effects. There's a scene where they're eating flesh. Well, the cool thing about it is they're really eating flesh. It's just chicken and meat and hamburger. And so I thought it was so cool because it looks disgusting and it's supposed to be disgusting. So that sits with me. And then, of course, you can't beat the old school Dracula. You just can't beat it. It's classic.
Yeah, it's fun to watch some of those originals because they're not real polished. And use most of them use false backgrounds and everything, but it was just to put yourself kind of in the mindset of the director back in the 50s that did those movies and everything. It makes it pretty cool because the more modern movies, maybe you'll agree with me, there is so much emphasis on the blood and guts part of it that A, there's no story, and
Right.
B, it's just the scare factor that they're going after.
That's right. Yeah. No, I agree with you. It's like it's more of a gore movie than an actual setting or text.
So do you sit there while you're watching the movies and all, and dig into Luke's bag of candy and all to decide what you're gonna have to eat while you're watching the scary movies? Oh, you froze up. That must be part of Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm talking. All of a sudden, I look over there, and you're going. But when I think back to Halloween, there were some of the old things that we used to get for Halloween that I remember. One of them was the liquid, the little wax bottles with the liquid in it, which was 100% sugar water and colored, and you'd bite the top of it off. And you'd drink the liquid that was inside, and then you would just chew on the wax bottle. It was like a artificial gum.
Yeah. Those were disgusting.
They were, but we loved them, and I couldn't wait until Halloween every year because that was about the only time that you could get them, like candy corn. You could basically only see candy corn once a year, and that was on Halloween.
Yeah.
How did you eat candy corn? Did you just pop a half a dozen in your mouth at a time, or did you eat it by color?
I'm going to tell you right now that maybe I'm in the minority. I can't stand candy corn.
Really? Not even once a year?
No, I despise it. As a kid, I tried it and I remember never liking it again. And it's allegedly Michigan's #1 candy is candy corn. So I don't know. I'm the minority here.
And again, it is 100% sugar. And
Oh, yeah.
and given that, isn't it kind of strange that they make candy corn that kind of looks like a tooth? It's in the shape of a tooth.
It's
So
appropriate.
it's like recommending cavities. But I have to admit that I used to get the candy corn and I used to eat the little white part at the bottom first. Then I'd eat the yellow part at the top, and then I'd save the orange part for last.
Oh, you rationed it out.
Well, I mean that way I could take a bag of candy corn and have it last for several days because I was eating it one piece and dissecting each one
I felt like
separately.
when I got candy corn for Halloween, I never went back to that house again.
You
I was
don't go
like,
back
come
to the
on.
houses that give candy corn. You don't go back to the houses that give fruit, like apples or oranges, and you never go back to the house where you got a toothbrush,
No,
where
no.
the dentist lived down the block.
I wonder if you go to the doctor's office, do they pass out pills in a little bag? Like, I don't know.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, you go by the doctor's office, they give you all the leftover samples that the drug company representative left with them. They
You
say,
don't know what it is. It could be a Xanax or a
what
constipation
am I gonna do?
pill.
Take them home, give them out for Halloween.
I mean, who in their right minds though would give out apples and oranges at the prices these days? Like, come on.
I mean, when I was a kid, I remember my mom used to bake cookies for a week or two before Halloween, and
It's
she
awesome, but it's
would
crazy.
put them in just little baggies or something, and give kids fresh, oatmeal raisin cookies or chocolate chip cookies or something like that. You don't do that anymore. That's a no-no. You don't give anything
Yeah,
that's
you're
not
right.
already wrapped.
No, no. Unless you know your people, like your neighbors that you're friends with, drop off some cookies.
Yeah,
Anybody gives me fresh baked goods, I'm throwing them away. I
yeah.
don't.
And you were talking about that bag of candy. There's 250 pieces or something. If you look on the back, it's got all kinds of disclaimers. If
Yeah.
any of the packages are partially open, throw them away. Uh, you know,
Well, the thing too is for everybody that's doing Halloween this year, do it right. Okay. We need it as a society, but do it right. Don't cheap out.
yeah.
Just get the good stuff if you can find it and just have fun with it because I tell you what, man, this is all we got. This is the only holiday we got right now.
Well, not only if you can find it, but if you can hold on to it long enough for Halloween, because I have a tendency of bringing it home and kind of opening it up, and I mean I love Snickers, so if I get those Snickers minis, I'm going to be giving away all the Milky Ways and some of but the Snickers, no, those are staying here.
I'm on my third bag of candy that I was saving.
Well, you got
Um,
to test it out, right? You have to make sure that it's fresh and that it's good to give out to the kids.
I put it on the top shelf behind a bunch of stuff. And as I'm watching movies, I grab the bag and I'm chewing away. And then I once a month I get together with my guys and my boys and we sit and we drink beer, smoke cigars, whatever. And I was saving it for our Halloween get together, and I got to buy some more. So
Yeah, yeah. Because let me see. I hid some candy around here. Oh, I know where it is. I'll just take a few.
I know. And then God forbid Luke finds it. I mean, and I don't let him eat a lot of that stuff. But if he sees me eating one, hiding, I got to give him one so he
Yeah,
won't rat me.
because he wants to be just like Dad, after all.
Yeah,
You know.
we were sitting the other day and he was eating his Reese's peanut butter cup, and it was probably I think the only time I've ever given him one. Yeah, you would have thought he was in heaven. I mean, he just was shoving that in his mouth, and I'm like, I get it, Luke, I get
Listen, every other commercial on TV right now is for Reese's peanut butter cups.
it. Yeah, which are my favorite. Anything with peanut butter is my favorite. That Swedish fish, I'll eat all day long. So
Oh, well, I we make fun of it, but we want everybody to go out and have a safe Halloween.
Yes.
You know, and make it a great holiday. Hopefully, I started to look at the weather forecast down here, but can't seem to get it on my screen to see what the long range forecast is. But you know, we should. It's not going to stop the kids anyway.
It doesn't matter.
So,
Yeah. We
but
we
just
we
go out,
went to,
make it safe. I got my mask here. This is
oh, there you go.
see.
That's appropriate.
I'm good to go. And I love this thing because it goes over my glasses.
Well, if you put one of those butcher smocks on or whatever they're called, those aprons,
Yeah.
put a little fake blood on it, you're good to go,
At least we know that finally everyone in America on Halloween is going to be wearing a mask of some sort.
It's going to be a 98%, at least 98% ratio.
Right.
And every politician's going to come out and say, look, we did it.
Or the other politicians are saying, no, this year go out and go trick-or-treating with no mask.
No mask. Don't worry about it.
So
I'm surprised. There's probably going to be a protest. Somebody's going to be anti-Halloween mask.
yeah, protesting Halloween? Come on, give me a break. But y'all go out there and make it a great Halloween and enjoy and be safe, and then come back next Tuesday for another edition of Trash Talk. We'll catch up with you then.
Be safe, guys.